Hey guys, welcome to OBC Academy and this is Susha. Okay, in the last video we discussed about types of services. In this video we are discussing about types of business services. Okay, before starting this video, make sure you subscribe this channel because we have tons of videos like this. Okay, let's start this video. There are 5 types of business services. Those are banking, insurance, communication, warehousing and transportation. We'll be discussing one by one, so get ready. Starting with the first business services, that is banking. Pretty much everybody know about what is banking, or I can say what is bank. You all deposit in bank and you all familiar with loans which is provided in bank. So these are the important terms which I highlighting: deposits, loans. Okay, as you already know about what is half banking, and we'll clear what is full meaning of banking. The meaning is banking means accepting deposits from general public, just like you and me, which we usually go and deposit our money in a bank. They accept deposit from us for the reason of lending purpose and repays whenever we demand it. That's the meaning of banking. This is what actually banking means. In a single sentence, accepting deposit for the purpose of lending money and repays when you demand it. That's it. Okay, now we are moving on to next one, that is types of bank. Okay, first of all, the first type of bank is commercial bank. Commercial banks are generally known for everyone. For example, Canara Bank, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, SBI Bank. I will explain now. It will be like this. Commercial banks are regulated from the rules from an act. Those act is nothing but the Banking Regulating Act 1949. Based on this act, they accept deposit from the public for the purpose of lending or investment. So this is what the commercial bank does, and we'll discuss about more in functions of banking. For now, we're moving on to next one. That is, there are 2 types of commercial bank. The first one is public sector bank and the second one is private sector banks. Okay, first I'll explain what is public sector bank. Public sector banks are nothing but which has a major proportion of shares from government. For instance, I have to take an SBI as an example. 51% of share should be at least in the government hand. In SBI case, they have 58% of shares held by central government. So that's what a public company is. More than half of the share has to be held by the central government or the state government. Example is BI is the best example, and we have many more. Okay, now moving on to private sector bank. A bank which is held by the private individuals or organization, those are called a private sector bank. For example, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, and so on. Moving on to the cooperative banks. A cooperative bank is nothing but a bank which is established for the reason of depositing and lending money exclusively for the members of their cooperative bank. For example, Karnataka State Cooperative Bank or Gujarat State Cooperative Bank. These are the cooperative banks which helps or supports or which accept money from their members. That's it. Next, moving on to the next one, that is specialized bank. Banks which are established for the exclusive reasons, like mainly focusing on economic or social activities. For example, supporting rural areas and supporting export and import activities from Exim banks, from rural development banks. These are the specialized bank which helps in export, import and rural developments. Next, moving on to the central bank. Central bank is actually a father of all banks. These banks control and regulate other commercial banks. That's why it is called as banker's banker. Which this bank's main task is to regulate or control or supervise all the banks which exist in that country. So that's why it is called as a central bank. In our case, it's RBI. Moving on to the next one, that is functions of commercial bank. Like I was saying, so we'll discuss about more banking functions. So now it's time to talk about the functions of commercial bank. The first one is accepting deposits. It may seem so very easy because it is easy. Again, accepting deposit, yes, it is simple. That's why I don't think these points need explanation. It's very self-explanatory. It accepts deposit, that's it. Moving on to the second one, that is lending money. Again, lending money for the investment purpose. They accept deposit for the intention of lending money. That's why they expect money from us or they deposits money from us. Okay, moving on to the third one, that is check facility. Check facility is nothing but it's a document as you're seeing here in a paper. This document pays some amount to one person to other person, drawer and drawee. So basically, it has a legal protection. That's why majority of people are using demand draft or check instead of agreement. Okay, moving on to the next one, that is remittance of funds. Basically, it sends amount from one person to other person from electronic or using internet. Basically, it sends amount from one person to other person from an account to account through internet within a second, and it does not have country barrier. It can send money across the country. Next one is allied services. Bank not only accept deposit lends money, bank also provide allied services. Allied services means preserving documents, for example, providing lockers for gold or other documents. It may be anything. Okay, moving on to the next one, that is e-banking. E-banking is nothing but electronic banking. In a simple word, banking activities which is held in electronic devices is known as e-banking with the help of mobile computer. That's what e-banking is. Okay, we are moving on to the benefits of e-banking for the customers. First, we'll discuss about what are the benefit we get as a customer, and we'll discuss what are the benefit they get as a banker. Okay, first one is with the help of e-banking, we get services 24 into 7, 365 days as a customer. And second advantage, customer can make transaction anywhere at any time because customer have unlimited transaction, unlimited access to bank. When customer get unlimited access, they get satisfaction. That's what the third point is. Customer get greater satisfaction with the unlimited banking services. Okay, with the one point we did two. Moving on to the next one, that is benefit for the bank. The first advantage for the bank is they get competitive advantages. Without e-banking, we would have depend on nearest bank from our locality. So this would have been more slow in banking activities. When you have e-banking, customer will prefer best e-banking banks so that they can access anywhere smoothly. There'll be no point of geographical barriers. With a few click, they can transfer the money or they can get benefits from the banks. Moving on to the next point, everyone get unlimited access to a bank server, so there'll be no queue in a bank or there will be no delay in customer services. Few years back there'll be like token system and queue system over there in bank, but now you can access at any second, any moment. So that's what unlimited network is. Moving on to the next one, that is e-banking reduce loads on branches. It will reduce the heavy books, paperwork, everything, because there will be one server which maintain every data. So there was a lot of burden, but right now there is no burden. Banking employees are becoming more happy than other government employees. So okay, good sign. That's it for today, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to click like and get subscribe. That's the best thing you can do for me. Okay, see you in the next part. Until then, keep watching. Bye for the day.